So we are going to see some examples how we can use this VLOOKUP. For that, let us work on the data set called D3, D4. Let's come back to the restaurant data set. Actually, I just love this. It has a lot of columns and we can do a lot of things with it. So we come here and we are going to make the profile of one restaurant. So what we'll write over here is what is the restaurant name. We'll just choose the restaurant name and this restaurant name will come from a drop down. Now to create the drop down over here, we go to data validation, list from a range, and that range is this name. We don't want to include the header, so we put A2 to A. Reject input, save. Now we have restaurant name in the drop down. As soon as we select any name, we want the details to be populated over here. So what are the details that we want? Let's say we want these details. I'll right click and paste special, paste transposed. So it was horizontally, the transpose makes it vertical. Now I don't want address, cost, but I want bookmarks and check-ins. Again, I come back here and I paste a special, paste as transpose. Now when I select cafe zone, it should show me the rating of cafe zone. So this is a clear case of VLOOKUP. So we say VLOOKUP, search for this. Now the first column has to be the name because VLOOKUP searches in the first column. So what we'll do is we'll select entire thing from column A to P. You see data 1 A to P. We have selected all. Now we want what is the index of the column that has rating? It is 2 because 1 is name, second is rating. So we say 2. Fourth should always be 0. Now we have rating as 4. If we change this to Indigo, it's 4.3. Change this to TGI Friday, it's 2. So now we have rating for whatever restaurant we select. We also want to know the locality. So instead of writing the complete function from scratch, we will copy this. And we know the only difference that is going to be is for the index. So earlier it was showing from the index 2. Now I want this to show from index 3. The locality is here. After locality is URL. After URL is veg, non-veg. So all I can make is as 4. So this is URL. This will make it as 5. Now you see whenever we select any restaurant, everything changes based on that selected name. Now bookmark, let us see what is the column number for bookmark. Bookmark column number is N. N is 14. 14 character, 14th alphabet in the English. So the first is A. So N has to be 14. Now over here we'll again put equal to and index will be 14 and check-ins will be 15. Now you see how we have created a nice looking profile, small profile of a restaurant. Over here it was in one row, but over here it's like in kind of card. I can make a border around it. Let's remove the grid lines, change everything to text wrap except the URL. URL will be clipped. And then we can, there is something called alternate colors. So we select this range and we say apply alternating colors. So there is no header in our case. So we remove the header. One color is white. If you want to change it to yellow, which is a very bad design. If you want to change this to dark color. So basically you can decide what should be the alternate colors and we said done. For this we will have our own color yellow, which is very bad, and these. So you can design accordingly, but now we have a profile card for any restaurant. I can select any restaurant and it gives me detail of that person. Now think about this, that you have a database of all the employees of a company and you want to know detail of one person. So you can create something like employee ID or employee name, and you choose any employee from that and show everything of that particular employee in a card. So this is how VLOOKUP works. Let us do the same thing using index and match. Now we are going to get Lower Parel, which is the locality of this restaurant, based on index and match. So what we do is we say since we want to print something, it has to be index, because match doesn't print anything. Match only tells you what is the position of one particular string in a given range. But we don't want position, we want actual value. So we will have to use index. Now since we are using index, the reference has to be column C, because whatever data we print is available in column C itself. Now we are done with the index. Which row it should be? Should we take the second row? Should we take the third row? Should we take the ninth row? We don't know which row the drop down is going to be, but we know for sure that whatever row is the name of the restaurant, we want the corresponding same row in the reference. So if the row of Smash, the row is 10, we want exactly Lower Parel. If the row is Alankar, we want Worli. So whatever row is there for the restaurant, we need the same for locality. So before that, let's do some helper over here and find equal to match this restaurant name, comma, in this range. Something messed up. We say equal to match, search key is this, comma, this is the reference range, comma, 0. Now the row number for this is 7. If we change this to this, it becomes 17. We'll come back to locality again and write equal to index. The reference is the locality. Whenever you find that these kind of problems are happening, that when you are moving from one sheet to other to write the functions, it's just going away, all you need to do is click refresh. Once it is back, where is this? Okay, so we'll make this as 150% again. Now we were looking at locality and writing index. The reference is column C. Now what is the row number? The row number is what was there over here. So we'll refer to this cell. And what is the column number? There's only one column, so it has to be 1. So we get exactly same result with index as well. So this is our row number which is coming from here, and we are referring to this as the second parameter, which is row. Now instead of referring this, we can simply copy the formula, and instead of writing T4, we will write the complete formula here itself. So whatever is the output of this becomes the input second parameter for index, and third parameter is obviously column. So we are good to go. Now we can delete this. Now you see how we are combining multiple functions into one. So it's all in the initial phase. It's always good that you write all the individual functions separately and then start substituting them with instead of values, you substitute that formula and you get like this is not so complicated functions, but following the same process, you can create very complicated functions and get the desired result. So you see VLOOKUP, and VLOOKUP can be substituted by smart use of index and match together. With this we come to, where is our list? Okay, so we have done HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP. Now next sort, sort in and filter etc. we'll do in the next video.